Salom, Tedi ganja crew, triple cheese. Hey, woo. Yeah, let's go to the mountain. Yeah, Tedi ganja. Namaste, namaskar. Acha, 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 acha. Triple cheese. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
And we are back. Welcome back, Goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, you made it to a live stream. Live streams is a little bit different style than I normally do. Live streams, I react alongside the live chat, which is part of the live stream, as well as I do longer form reactions. If that's not you, you don't like this type of style, click away. There's plenty of other content on this channel, including season 1, which is longer form, and season 2, which is shorter form. 2 playlists on this channel. Hey, the way it works is we watch the video for its entirety. At the end, I react. If you want to react alongside me, start typing before the video even ends so I can read your comment at the proper segment. Otherwise, I'm jumping all over the place and it's not pretty. Sometimes I can't keep up with the chat, but we're going to try our best. Hey, let's get right into it. Boom. Move this down.
The way you're about to skip the very same line that you were standing in is not going to make sense to you. The way that protocol and procedure is not going to apply to you is not going to make sense to you either. And while you were wiping your tears and stressing out, strings were being pulled for you. Strings are being pulled for you. In the when, the how, and even the who. That's not going to make sense to you either, because it's all happening in divine timing. You've been feeling alone, but you're never alone. You've been feeling like you take so many steps forward just to be knocked so many steps back, but it's never a setback. God just had to reposition you. You've been feeling lost, but you're not lost. You're entering a new season and you just gotta adjust to the weather. It's new to you. So be patient with yourself. Be kind with yourself. But the way it's all about to happen is not gonna make sense to you. I want you to keep doing what you've been doing because things are being expedited.
The frickin' plug. I must have hit it and not realized. I apologize. Thank you. Let's go back. I was saying I'm gonna check in with the chat. Wait, when did I lose sound? Did I lose it halfway during the thing or right after the video? Let me see. I lost it. Oh my god, I lost it right in the beginning. Okay, fair. All right. Well, all I was saying was like I don't fit this lady's bucket. Like I'm not in this bucket. You know, she's talking about being alone and like all these things, and I'm like, bro, I'm not feeling like I'm alone. I feel like I got people, you know. And then she talked about, hey, something's gonna change, as in like the seasons, and I was like, nah. I mean, things change all the time, but like I don't think any like crazy changes coming. But you know, they keep saying that, hey, we're all gonna transcend. If you watch any of those life coaches, they're like, it's coming, it's right around the corner, and I'm like, buddies, at this point, I'm still doing the things, so. Regardless, I'm still going to be doing the things, so I'm not even sure. All right, interesting. I'm now going to check in with the chat yet again. Triple G's. Hey, Teddy and Goon Gang Ants. Nice to see you. What's going on? Am I the only one here? No, you are not the only one here. Ants is here too. John and Ants were the first to win. Hey, Goons. John, Viper in that building from Rumble. Love to see the Rumble side. Mute. Dad, there we go. Sound. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Teddy, you're muted. No, I have the there. Hopefully I don't unmute myself. I have like a little cable thing and I hit the cable. Can you see this? It's a real thing I have. Oh my god, did I just lose sound again? Oh god, I should have never showed it in the first place. ADHD, but that's what happened right after the video. Yeah, I got it back on. Oh boy, lost it all. Hey, Nope in the building. What's going on? Giggity. Let's go.
Survivorship bias is the tendency to focus on data that made it through a selection process and to ignore what didn't make it through the filter. Most common and illustrative example comes from when the US Navy was trying to add more effective armor to their planes in World War II. They wanted to add armor to the planes, but if they added armor everywhere, the planes would be too heavy to fly. So they hired a group of statisticians, including Abraham Wald. Their job was to collect data about where returning planes had been riddled with bullets. And when the data came together, it looked something like this. Initially, they were like, shit, these planes are getting hit in the wings and the fuselage a lot, and a lot of the commanders wanted to reinforce those parts of the planes. But old Abraham was like, wait a sec, this data only comes from planes that actually make it back to the airfield. But the planes that had got shot down and didn't make it back were likely getting hit in different places than the surviving aircraft. So he coined the term survivorship bias and recommended reinforcing the parts of the plane that in the data appeared to be unscathed. So like the engines, the cabin, and this part of the tail here. For another example, people say, look at Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and the Zuckbot. They all dropped out of college and make a lot of money, so you should drop out of college too. But that ignores the thousands of people who drop out of college and don't end up becoming rich tech CEOs like yours truly.
Wait, what? This does not mean you drop out of college. You stop it. You can still make the money without dropping out of college. Still do the things. Just because one person didn't work for them doesn't mean it's going to work for all. But hey, that is actually pretty some ingenious thinking there. Like, hey, don't reinforce the planes that got the bullet holes. You know, they did the areas where they don't got the bullet holes, and it's like, dude, that actually makes sense. You know, the ones that are getting shot down are probably getting shot down because they got it in those places, and the ones that make it back, that's crazy. You can get that many bullet holes and the plane still comes back. That is, wow. We have come a long way. What happens when they fire up the DEW? What are they going to do then? Never mind. At that point, there's probably robots that are running everything. So there's probably not even going to be human. There's probably not even going to be manned aircrafts anymore. Everything's just going to be unmanned. Drone. Sorry. I'm spiraling. Let's see here. Local arrow Tedi. I've been busy making things from antler all day today. What are you making from antler? What do you make from antler? Jamie in the building. What's going on? I missed the last few. Jamie, we missed you too. Thinking differently helps. Knife handles, John. Whistles and handles for my ferro rods. Okay, interesting. Hey, Clean Smoke. Thank you for informing me as well. Go to trade school instead of college. Yeah, that's the thing, actually. You know what, I was having a conversation with my wife, and she was telling me that plumbers are soon going to be in high demand because there's only a set amount of plumbers and so many things need to get plumbed. So, you know, hey, if you need to get your plumbing done, get it done sooner than later because they're going up. Hey, I made it. Brittany, you made it. What's going on? Nice to see ya.
Right over here, there's plenty of these bottles. And actually, this one looks yellowish. They all do. But these look clean. That's really random.
Let's now show them the shower cabin.
Yeah, and then comes the most mysterious part. We firstly thought, okay, some yellow bottles, maybe there is something wrong with the water. And then we went to the shower, and we actually found this.
What?
Yeah. Actually, the big bottles say 2007. And we also found a spa bottle, which had the date 2018. So really want to know.
Bro, this is so strange.
All right. So now that my wife is a doomsday prepper, I can definitely understand the need to store water for long periods of time. There are doomsday prep books that have told her that, hey, not all water needs to be consumed. You can store some water for other things like washing the dishes, washing your hands, whatever it may be. But there's also drinking water. So maybe the house is storing these for a time of need, you know, and I'm assuming the water is yellow because plastic, you know, it goes into the water. At this point, there's plastic in all of us, I feel, so you ain't escaping it. It's already in us. Live with it, just like the metals. It's already in us. I wish that had trade school for a pathologist. I think morgue work is very interesting. Wait, you work at a morgue, Heather? Oh my God, interesting. All water is good water, really? Yeah. Even the plastic water, Yeah, spring water, real good. Spring water, real good. I feel like this can be explained though. It's fine.
We are about to witness many events playing out that will be the collapsing of the old structures and give the opportunity for disclosure of truth that will help awaken the masses more. And as this happens, there's going to be a fear vibration around chaos, anxiety, and it's already beginning. And now it's going to accelerate. So that is why it's important for us to come back to center, to stay in our center, and to hold the vibration of love, compassion, forgiveness, and honor that we already are aware that this must play out. And we have to anchor in a deep acceptance within us that those who need a soul evolution will need to experience what they have to experience in order for their soul to evolve and elevate their consciousness and give the opportunity for awakening. So it is important for us not to get caught up in any of the distractions, the chaos, the fear, or the anxiety that is going to play out in the collective. It's important for us to anchor in strength more than ever right now, as we are aware that this needs to play out. It is inevitable for this all to play out. And it is important for us to be the examples of the new earth during this time, because we will be stepping into our leadership roles. We will be stepping into our strengths and activating our gifts through this. And we will be shown the way to guide and lead. So it's important for us to stay strong, balanced, grounded, and centered during this time.
I'm telling you, all the life coaches and all the spiritual leaders are all telling me we're gonna be getting a change coming in, just like the first lady and now this lady. And I've been 50-50 with this lady. Sometimes her content real good. Sometimes I feel like she's trying to tell us she's figured it all out when in fact she hasn't, and she probably shouldn't be telling us the things. But I think this message is an interesting one. I definitely would assume that when there is transcendence or someone does ascend, that we do need leaders. Hey, are the old systems still going to be in play? It would be weird if they're still in play, but that's only assuming that we do transcend. Now, if we don't transcend, we're still stuck with the same old systems. How long till we, transcend? How long do we put up with this for? It's like, hey, it's coming. What if nothing comes? What if this thing doesn't come for like 10, 20, 30 years? Now that's my fear, because I've been getting videos even with people that have been saying this since 2019, and some of these new channels are freshly made. So it's like, hey, when does it not come? What if nothing happens? What? And then reset, and then boom, you never see me again because they wiped out the Wi-Fi. Oh boy, Spider. Let me check in with the chat here. Oh, live streaming. Oh, wicked. Hey, I made it. Wait, I went up too high. Hey, John, for using your hands. It takes like 8 years of schooling. No, but I want to. You want to work in the morgue, so you don't work in the morgue right now. Puffin and spiraling. Puff the magic dragon in. Thank you. What does this mean? Thank you, John, for using your hands. What did John do? Oh, thumbs up. I see. Thank you, Don. Appreciate you. I could use a soul. What? Hey, Goons, just arrived. John Smarty, that's so cool. I just got my obsidian napping blade. I'm going to be making a deer antler handle for ceremonial. Wait, what the heck? They must have blocked what John said. Whistle and handles? Is that what you're responding to? Okay, I see. He's making the deer antler things. Nice work, John. How industrious. Hey, then we go to Antarctica. Wait, what if it's happening now? What do you mean? What's happening right now? Were we going to Antarctica? They are trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Never mind, I'm spiraling. Oh my God, if it's happening right now and we're transcending as we speak, I mean, that would be wild, What is that transcendence? Hey, it's like the aliens come down and they finally tell us, like, hey, here's all the knowledge that you need to know. And in fact, that we are the ancient civilizations from the past, and we've just been time hopping in different quantum dimensions, and somehow the earths are getting merged into one, and that's why we keep finding ancient civilizations everywhere, and it's just us over and over again that just keeps getting reset. But sorry, whoa, I could have taken that for quite some time. I'm then we got the hollow earth. Oh my god. I'm feeling the things. Transcending right now. You're feeling it.
The government cares that that they bought stock in Meta before they passed that bill. They're banking on the fact you're not going to do anything about it, that you're going to be so soothed by your comfort. You're going to go back to watching Netflix and ordering something on DoorDash that costs your hourly wage and you make $30 an hour. It's going to mindlessly scroll on another app, state sanctioned this time, of course, right? It's going to soothe your mind from the fact that you can't afford to buy a house, let alone your rent, that eggs and red meat cost the same amount in the grocery store. And if you know anything about economics, that's saying something. That you can't afford anything for real, that your government don't even represent you, steal from you every year. They don't think you have any heart. Case in point, there's this man, a foreign man that worked at a construction site, right? The construction site let him go in the craziest way. Like, they did him dirty. They didn't pay him, stole some of his equipment, told him to kick rocks. The next day, everybody who was from where that man was from did not come into work, took their equipment with them, and sabotaged some of the work they had did the day before, sending a message: today is you, tomorrow is me. We are not stronger than the boss individually, but we are stronger together. So let's sacrifice our comfort for a little while so that our future can actually be secure. They got heart. And a lot of times, people from these foreign places, they have community-based society where they see each other in their neighbor, where they raise each other's children. A child is a child of the village, and everybody's going to have a hand in raising that child. They know each other deeply. But because we live in individualized, like individualistic society, we don't have that mindset. You've been going to get gas at the same place for 5 years. You don't even know the people that work in there by name. And that's the reason why you love TikTok, is because it gives us that sense of security. It gives us that sense that we're actually in a community. The stuff that we crave for, the things that you didn't even know that you were missing for real. And that's what they don't want, because let's say we start being in a community. The same thing that happened to that construction boss is the same thing that can happen with the government if we get some heart. It's all about what you will allow and what you won't allow, what you'll allow yourself to be placated from and won't be placated from. Food for thought.
Wait, food for thought. Why are you holding like an Apple charger cable the entire time? What was happening there? You need to charge your phone, or wait, sorry. Yes, very, very interesting. Yeah, the employees can band together, because they felt like, hey, the employer did some wrongdoing, and try and get back at the employer. Obviously, when you're in a situation like that, there are times, hey, you may win that small battle, but you may lose the bigger war here. So pick your battles wisely when doing this kind of stuff. Sometimes you should look out for yourself, because it is cutthroat out there. Not all jobs are easy to find. Sometimes it's very difficult to get placed in jobs. So if you're in a situation where you're like, I don't know what to do, you do what feels right. Hey, no one's going to tell you the answer. You got to tell you yourself. So is there a thing where communities stick together and people are neighbors and people are cultural? Like she's saying that, hey, these immigrants or whoever, foreigners, as she said, are, in communities together. This is definitely a thing that happens, right? They all follow the same religions or have a similar culture. They may go to the same temple, mosque, church, whatever it may be, right? So I can 100% understand that cultural feeling. It's definitely something I don't see as much when coming over to the States. I do feel it's more nuclear here. A lot of nuclear families. People love being independent and then getting kicked out of the house and making themselves. And then it's kind of weird, because you go to every other country, they build upon the families. The family is that central structure, and the families, communicate with each other. It feels so isolated when it comes to the States. But I can definitely understand what this lady is insinuating, but I still want to know about the cable that she's holding. Let me check in with the chat here. Never mind, I'm spiraling. That's me all the time. Hey, Clean Spoke, you found something funny. Cheers. Good buzz, making things from scratch. John Smarty sounds beautiful. How awesome, Lisa. Keeping the craft of flint napping alive is fabulous. I've never even heard of that. What's flint napping? And Richards, I've had a fair bit of bushcraft gear over the years. Yes, John, Spiral, awesome. I love woodworking. The only kind of battle should be a rap battle. Hey, what's going on, Faisal? Nice to see you over on the Rumble side. Elders, we need to keep tradition alive and pass it on. Measures twice, cut once. Yo, what's going on, Dave? Yo, things used to be better when everyone on the block knew everyone. Yeah, yeah. And one of the statements that Jamie that she even hits on is, hey, you've been going to that same convenience store for 5 years and you don't even know the people that work there. To you, they're still NPCs. Let's give them some life and figure out what's going on over there. Oh wait, this person has called me back twice. Gonna hit you with the Goon song. I'm gonna quickly take this and I'll come right back. I need to take this call. Goon song. Triple G. Which one is the Goon song?
Yeah, shalom. Tedi ganja crew, triple cheese. Hey. Woo. Yeah. Let's go to the mountain. Yeah. Tedi ganja. Namaste. Acha. Triple cheese. Wake up. Yeah. Life is spiritual. You gotta live in your life. Yeah. Life is spiritual. Yeah. Be rational, fresh and flower, but against principalities. Yeah. It's a cold wild world. So be careful. Wake up. Triple cheese. Wake up. Yeah. Triple cheese. The ganja crew. Wake up. You gotta wake up and spread the coffee. There are things behind the scenes, yeah. Don't be naive. Triple cheese, yeah. Wake up. I see it's not dimensions in my brain. Yeah. I pray for protection for you, cause you never know. Yeah. We all need some prayer. We all need some healing. Yeah. Oh,
I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was super important, but it's definitely something that could have been a text. But I am back. Let's see. Just finish up here. Agree. Yes. Wake up. Phew. All right. Let's keep it going.
These people living in poverty have a higher standard of living than you do, according to economists. But it doesn't have to be that way. We could have what they have. That's right. Kerala, India, called by National Geographic one of the world's paradises, is a place of contradictions. In terms of its measurable financial wealth, it's one of the poorest places in India, with a per capita income less than $3,000 a year. And yet the people here live long, happy, healthy lives, the material wealth. And one of the reasons that experts focus on are their traditional food forest gardens. That's right, this looks like wild natural paradise, but it's actually a productive food garden. And these traditional gardens have been a source of their wealth and their health for centuries. But that's not where the contradiction ends. These gardens aren't just good for people, they're great for the planet. These gardens steward more wildlife and biodiversity than nearby forests. They sequester more carbon and build soil faster too. And because food forest gardens are so easy to maintain, these people have a wealth in time to also have a beautiful culture. If you want what they got, start learning about permaculture. These gardens are one of the models for what we try to help people achieve in permaculture. We can build the wealth of this Kerala model right in our own landscapes and communities.
I have never even heard anything of this sort, but I'm like, bro, it does sound beautiful and it's an amazing thing. I would definitely want to know more, but it's not a thing that exists, So that's why I'm like, yo, how is this even come to fruition? How does something like this disappear as well? This is interesting. 1 second here. All right, let's see. I also seen in the beginning here
these people living in
that, hey, he shows, that these guys in Kerala, India, I think he said. And, when it comes to India and even any country, poverty and the social classes that they have are very, very different when you come from a non-third world country, you know, hey, you may not be used to it, but this is a life of living that they have been accustomed to, that they have been doing for quite some time. Because trust me, guys, I've been to Mumbai, I've seen the slums, and I've seen the way that they live, and I'm like, yo, like to us, it seems like, how can anyone live like this? But when you have cultures and generations of doing this, it is not poverty to them. To them, this is their way of living. This is what they're supposed to do in order to sustain, you know. So to them, it doesn't feel like, oh my God, I'm poor. I definitely understand the way of their living, but I think that just comes from having that experience. If you don't have that experience and you're just not going out and sheltered, you know, yeah, everything like this would definitely feel drastic to you. But I guess I'm biased because I'm also from India here. Let me see, 1 second. Got it. Let him know. One second here. I forgot to send the details to the guy. All right, let me see here. Checking with the chat. I agree with you. Yes. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. All love, brother. Let's go. Let's keep it gorgeous. I need to start growing my own food. Yeah, man. Growing your own food is definitely one thing. What you really need to do is get into like a crop share like circle where multiple people are growing and you can all share those crops within each other. So if anyone ever runs out, hey, you know, there were times you were providing for them and now they're providing for you type deal, you know. What's going on, Francois? Bravo. There should be food everywhere. Absolutely. Let's spiral. And that's why even 3,000 a year may seem very little, but it's definitely something that's doable. Hey, Anson. Nope. What's going on? I have a wonderful living room full of plants and a few food plants in spring. Yeah, you see, you only need to do what you can. Yeah, that sounds good. Indeed.
Our technology transfer, our reverse engineering of ET technologies has advanced to such a point that we've almost reached parity, equal with what ETs are capable of, which means that with the consciousness of violence and militarism, we can turn those technologies and target distant places in space so that humans become an existential threat to other worlds.
No. Humans aren't gonna turn into a threat for other worlds. You stop it. We're not pairing anything. Then again, what if we are the aliens? Oh boy. And this is a thing that I always battle with because I'm like, yo, it's just us. It's just all us. Even the grays, just us. It's just all us. Oh my God. Yeah, and when it comes to Mr. Grayer here, you know, I just recently watched a video where you said in 72 hours all this stuff was going to come out and nothing came out and nothing happened. So I'm like, yo, was the video old or like is this, the thing that you thought was going to come out didn't come out because it was so secretive and they silenced the people and now you're just like scrambling, or was nothing really there and you're just making up another thing? Exactly. You stop flip-flopping. Sorry, it's 50-50 with them sometimes. Actually, it's more like now it's like 30-70 with them. Only 30% of the things he says I believe now. I have sorry. Oh wow, that sounds good. Hitting the plants right now. Wish he'd get on with showing the things. Bro, he never shows the things. Did you guys see the Reddit egg UFO leak after the News Nation interview with an egg retrieval team? No, what? Stu, send that to me. What? Nope. Yes, it's just all us. Just got here. Hey, Bianca, nice to see you. What's going on? If we get too powerful, we would totally be a threat to other worlds. Study. We can't stop killing each other. You stop it. Where's the Dyson sphere? You tell me. That's what they told me. Once we get to the Dyson sphere, that's when. And now they're like, no, we can't even get to traveling in light years. Screw the Dyson sphere. And I'm like, what the hell? And what happened with the asteroid mining? Why is nothing happening? No, sorry, I'm wondering. What if I said it was never the crash of, but it was Tesla's work? What? What? His name is Bob Lazar. He's totally an alien. Bob Lazar, no alien. No way. Gray hair Lazar equals aliens. Plants. He's a plant. Gray hair is a plant. You are out of the loop, Teddy. Stuff's getting weird fast. Gray hair is a plant, but he didn't lie. Gray hair is a plant?
Signs you died by drowning in a past life. My name is Stephanie. I'm a psychic past life reader. I use this account to help thousands heal and understand their past lives. Let's talk about it. Drowning is a very common fear that bleeds over from past lives. So how do you know? There's many different ways that you can drown. Maybe you refuse to get on any boats or ships. Cruises just aren't happening for you. Looking at the ocean or an open body of water does not calm you like it does other people. In fact, it just makes you anxious. You can swim in a pool, no problem. Not an issue. The story or movie of Titanic might have triggered you and you really didn't know why. There is no birthmark that shows drowning. Being touched in water may give you a panic. Maybe none of this applies to you, but you have a debilitating fear of hurricanes and tsunamis, and it's not warranted in your current life.
Oh my God. Why is this lady speaking to me? I feel like there's no way. But then again, I don't like water. Basically everything that I've ever had with water, when I first interaction, I drowned, had to get saved in the swimming pool. Then I go to an ocean, then had to get saved by lifeguards because a riptide caught me and we got out too far. And then ever since then, I've just not liked water. Water's just not a thing. It just keeps trying to take me. What if the water's trying to drown me? What if the water's a living spirit? Oh, boy, God, the water is living. It imprints. You seen those water impressions? It's like, how does it know? How does it know what water was frozen before it did that things? It don't make sense. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, so I may have drowned in a past life. Good to know. Good to know. In my current life, I'm always afraid of like random projectiles just coming through and like annihilating me. I'm like, bro, how is that going to happen? It's like, have you seen the truck video of that rail thing that randomly hit the truck? That's a thing. There's projectiles that can just shoot off, and like that's a sorry, it's better than. Checking with the chat here. Large water is just plain spooky. Large water, not reverse engineering the Roswell crash, but using the work of Tesla. What? Teddy, so I'm spiraling. Infuse my water bottle by saying thank you before I drink it. You never know. Sharing. Me too. Nope. Large water is amazing. Greer's control that position. We're truly, truly blessed. Laser like beam. Laser, not Lazar. Wait, but they said Lazar. Wait, laser? What? I'm so confused. Sharing. Me too. Nope. Nice. Nope. And ants. They must be blocking comments. I'm not getting the full gist of what these guys are saying.
What I'm saying is I don't believe the history we've been taught. Here's a good example. Have you ever heard about Lewis and Clark going across the Mississippi? In 1803, there was nothing there supposedly back in those days. Okay, so now think about that. So we're talking about like 200 years ago. There was nothing west of the Mississippi as far as the America was concerned. Now talk about when these cities were founded and became cities like we know today. And explain to me how that makes even a lick of sense. Like, so how did Chicago go from like literally like a tent city in 1840 to Chicago like we know it by 1860? You think about all the central planning that would have took. Then you go like to places like San Francisco. San Francisco like had 1,000 people in like 1840. And then there's a panoramic shot very famously and it shows the whole city in 1873, and it's a full-grown city. There ain't one bit of construction happening right.
Yeah, they just keep resetting the mud floods, and then keep building on top of older structures. I have seen enough proof of this that I am feeling like that's exactly why. Interesting. If California was underwater not too long ago, if the ice melts more or the ground shifts, won't it all go under again? Wait, California was underwater not too long ago, Stu? What? I'm when I get these types of videos, I'm always under the impression of like, why else would there be pictures? They wouldn't fake the pictures and make it look like not it. So we're definitely not aligned with history the way we think we are, and that's why it's like, hey, we need to understand and make our own determination on what's really happened, and if there is another reset going, we know that fires is one of the ways. Fires has always been the way.
People who weren't around in the later 90s would be amazed at how positive and optimistic things felt back then. It may have been more of a perception than a reality, but day-to-day life and everything in general seemed more safe, prosperous, and optimistic. Somehow it even felt as if this was the natural state of things at the time. I clearly remember having no fear or concern for the future back then. I see this sentiment pop up everywhere these days. And what you're remembering is, one, you were a child, and two, you didn't have the internet. Now, it is true that the 90s were a brief window in between the end of the Cold War and 9/11. So there was a feeling that it was a decade of relative peace because the United States was the lone superpower. But in 1992, we had the LA riots, and if you're too young to know what that is, just do a search for it. In 1993, the World Trade Center was bombed, and I bet most of the people watching this don't even know about that. The Republicans had held power all through the 80s. When Bill Clinton took office in 1992, the opposition was so fierce that people went into the woods and formed militias. In 1995, an anti-government extremist blew up a federal building in Oklahoma City, killed 168 people, including a lot of children. In 1999, we had the first really bad school shooting at Columbine. Violent crime rates hit all-time highs because the crack epidemic was ripping our cities apart. This is why 1999 was dominated by films about how modern life was killing our souls, like The Matrix, and American Beauty, and Fight Club, and Office Space, and on and on. The only reason it feels like a more innocent time to some of you is because you did not have a device in your pocket feeding you high-definition video of every horrific thing that happened in the world. Gay marriage was all but unheard of, and mental health awareness was in the dark ages. Some of you watching this have had your lives saved by treatments that did not exist back then. I have a reputation as an optimist, but in reality, I just remember how garbage the past was.
Man, why is this guy always hating on the past and nostalgia? And he's just, man, bro, you're supposed to be in the future. You live whatever you want to live. But I can understand, hey, there's bad things that happened in the past. There's continues to be bad things that happen in the future. What, all of a sudden it only happened in the past, the future is so much better? No, there's bad things that happen in the future as well. There's no perfect time of living unless you make it your perfect time of living. You know, this guy only sees like the negative stuff in the olden times, but I can definitely see how people enjoy the nostalgia. You know, it's a great reminiscing and thinking about the olden times. Yeah, not everything was great back then, but ignorance was bliss, you know. Things have changed. Oh boy, yeah, I can definitely not relate to this guy's feeling, but I can understand how and why people like, you know, the older generational times. Every major city had a great fire and was leveled and rebuilt in the yes, on the maps, the older ones, it's an island. On the maps, the older ones, it's an island. California was an island. I did not even know that. That is crazy. Hey, nope, I'm late. Nah, you're not late. We're about 40 minutes in, halfway through. We got you right on time. Yay, Saturday Goon Gang. Hey, what's going on? Hell's Mary, nice to see you. Agree about the late 90s. Founded usually mean conquered and reestablished. Hell's Mary, Hell's Bells. Hey, Cody. Yes, Lisa. Cody. Yay, Saturday Goon Gang. Yes, Cody's here. Stu Cookies, the man, the legend. Our leaders already have sentient beings that are artificially intelligent androids and environmentally friendly. They don't need us humans anymore. There you go. The replacement has started. Teddy's got a posse. What? Where's Angel? Oh yeah, no Angel today. Oh man, I wonder what's going on. I had a pager. Pager was volunteer firefighter, and that's the way I got paged. What in the not volunteer firefighter, but explorer. What in the world is the lyrics to Teddy's intro song? Shalom, Teddy Ganja Crew, triple cheese. You wrote Shalom, Ganja Goon, tempered cheese. Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be. I think somebody stole his milk money. 100%. Dude is a buzzkill. 100%. I missed the Oh, the Jenko jeans, Jenko, whatever it was called. Good intentions, Buskill. Oh yeah, good intentions ain't here. I did message in the Telegram group that I'm going live, and she was looking forward to it. So let's see. Now, what's up, people? What's going on, Michael? Nice to see you. Pager code pimpin. Triple G's. Love this channel, Vince. We love you back. Thank you, sir. Oh man, a lot of goons checking in.
Did anybody else see this? The volcano that erupted in Japan just the other day? The Sakurajima volcano? At least that's how I think you pronounce it. There's people there. There's a whole town, a whole city right there where this thing erupted. Yeah, and from reports, the ash went at least a kilometer into the sky. But I guess this isn't something that just happens once in a while. It's reported it's the 11th time this volcano erupted in the past year. Yeah, in the past year. So where in Japan did this happen? Let me show you. So Sakurajima is right there, the southern part of Japan, pretty far away from Tokyo. Like I said, there's still a lot of people living there. And if this thing keeps going off, keeps erupting like it was reported, I hope those people have the ability to get out of there if things get real bad. Real bad. Like a volcano going off 11 times in a year isn't bad enough. Okay, Bushkis, I just wanted to share this with you. Shabadoo.
Nah, that's not bad enough. You get someone from Florida out there, it's like, it's just another hurricane, buddy. I'll survive that and won't evacuate, even though they tell me to. I've talked to them Floridians. They be crazy. They be crazy. Yeah, I don't want another Pompeii incident. So, hey, if there's a volcano going off near you, probably move away. Probably move away. It doesn't feel like it's the right place to stay, because at some point, even if the lava doesn't touch you, that smoldering ash in the atmosphere is going to come rain down all that terror on you, and all that hot lava is somehow evading your physical touch, but it's definitely in the air, and that's going to affect you. Yeah, it's like the smoldering ashes from that hot lava is going to wreck everybody. I mean, how else did they get Pompeii? You think Pompeii was a reset? Nah, that was Mother Nature. That was Wait, what if Pompeii was a reset from an ancient alien civilization that they didn't know about, and they did the things and they were like, nah, they're getting too crazy. We're gonna have to. Sorry, Spartan. I've been to Pompeii. G cubed. The AI will understand. 100%. Pager code 143. We love you back. We love you back, Isaac. Thank you. Shabadoo. You know, I recently watched a video with him where I was blown away. He used to make videos without a cheese head. Oh my God. It is the craziest thing. I recently just recorded it. I hope you guys see it soon. I want to eat that hat 100%. I want to eat the triple cheese. Damn, that's not even half the volcano. You know, at first when he showed the video, I thought it was like CGI. Look at this, you know? It's like, dude, it looks so clear, and then random thing of smoke right here.
See this?
You tell me you can't CGI that?
Erupted in Japan just the other day.
CGI that.
The Sakurajima volcano.
But no, that's natural. That's natural. That's how it goes. Shabadoo, brewskis, booskis. I want to eat that. Teddy, what did you just call me? Definition of goon: stupid, foolish, and eccentric person. Hey, you're a goon, and the goon, just like the book Frindle, just because it's in the dictionary and Frindle doesn't say pen, doesn't mean a Frindle is not a pen. A goon is an awakened soul. Guess what? You're an awakened soul. Even though it's not in the dictionary definition of what you consider, we're about to change that. Hey, you make it whatever definition you want. Hey, you're stupid, be stupid. I don't care. You're still gonna watch. I want to party. And by the way, you're not the first person to go down this rabbit hole. We've been doing this for many months now. Wow, 40 plus. I hear if you hide under your desk with your hands over your head, then the lava will just roll right over you. If I don't look at the lava, it's not there. That's not how it works. I identify as eccentric. Goons, yes, is a goon equals cool kids trying to explore the weird with open minds and hearts full of love. Yes, Cody knows the things. Oh man, does that disavow your goonship? Take the Pompeii approach and bust the craziest hit in your life before the lava hits. Yeah. Oh boy, that will be it. Proud to be a goon. Thank you. Triple G's. Scary up in Quebec. 24 hours internet outage definitely going shopping for a Starlink. So I also, because you're not the first person that has approached me, I'm proactively considering getting the Starlink thing. It's like a $450 thing to get the equipment if you try to buy it without the thing. So I'm like, bro, maybe I just get like a 1-month membership, get the equipment, and then cancel or something, just so I have it. So when the things do get taken down, I'll already be set and it can have a thing. And then the other thing I was reading was, hey, maybe it's better to get the Starlink as a business, because when people are doing residential Starlink, sometimes they're giving the businesses priorities in areas of disaster. They're making the disasters, I feel, but regardless, areas of disaster, they're prioritizing who gets internet, especially knowing the only option for these disaster areas is Starlink. If you register your unit as a business, you get access to the internet no matter what. You get no downtime. Versus residential, if they deem, hey, we need to give a certain area more internet, they will give a certain area more internet. So it is a thing that we've seen. Oh my God, no, what is happening here? Gifted 5 Explore the Weird memberships. This has been back to back here. I appreciate it like anything. I'm sure we have 5 new members in the Goon Gang. Hey, guess what? You get access to videos earlier than it goes out to the public. So welcome to the membership side. We also do members only giveaway. It's going to be coming up soon near the end of the month. We do a post, you respond to the post, random number generator, someone gets picked, and we ship you out some merch. So looking forward to the new people that are coming in. You're a business to all of us. We need you. Hey, how's everyone doing? I finally got home. Yay, 5 new triple G's. And oh my God, and the thing. Oh, I appreciate you, Nope. I really do. You are definitely helping out. Hey, I'm jumping on the ship. Let's go. Goon ship. Yeah, you see, if you duck and cover, you become invincible. We should build a spaceship and call it the Goon ship. Goons be crazy. Wisdom, how you doing? How are things? Teddy, sometimes you should walk us through your wall decorations. They look interesting. That is fair. I can definitely do that. Is that something? Let's see. How many videos we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's walk us through some wall decorations. I will take you up on that. All right. So let's see. You see the alien thing here? Alien peeking through. That's something we got. It looked cool, so I got it. Go explore. I guess this is like for hiking and people that like to explore nature. This is a plate that they have in the trails and stuff, so we got that. Astronaut on the moon. You know, I feel like it's a double meaning here. One, did we make it to the moon? Is there really astronauts that made it to the moon? And it makes you wonder. You know, and then you go back to the alien and be like, was there even aliens on the moon, on like the other side of the moon? Where is this alien at? Then this one over here says stay weird. The one like directly above my head, whoa, this is Area 51. And then over here we got the Doge astronaut thing with the moon right there. So that's an interesting one. Right underneath him on this side, you got the beware of aliens right here. Taj Mahal in the back, because supposedly there's a picture of me at the Taj Mahal. I've been to the Taj Mahal. Just because I don't remember it doesn't mean I haven't been there. So there's a picture somewhere. The FOMO is artist that did a crypto NFT for me, and this was the NFT art that he did, and it's called FOMO, which is fear of missing out. So it's actually a monkey with a leaf in the background. A lot of people think that's hair, but that is a leaf. And then almost everything else here over here on the bookshelf, Egyptian gods and goddesses that Emily has collected. Sometimes on the screen you will also see I have like a Lord Ganesh in gold as well. I have the Shivalingam back here. I don't know if you can see that. The Shivalingam's right there. Penguin, Linux. Everything else on this side is Porsche. I did the Porsche experience in Belgium at the spa track, so I got a bunch of stuff from them. I've done a lot of things with Porsche back when I used to do crypto a lot. And almost everything else is just books that Emily has collected. A lot of the books are witchcraft books. Emily used to dive deep into the yeah, so there was a lot of things. So that is basically the entire thing. There is nothing much. Almost everything else I have is weird things, and like literally weird. Like, why is this on my desk? You know, it's like, dude, what is this? Oh, you guys can't even see it. Trust me, you see it, you're gonna be like, Teddy, what are you? What are you doing? What are you doing? See, it doesn't want me to show it to you. Like, what is this? Why do I have this? Is this an Elon Musk situation? Like, what is happening here? Why do I have this? And right after that, I have like a United States one. Like, these are not gold coins, all right? Like, this is like copper plated something replicas or stuff. I'm like, dude, my desk is weird. And then on top of that, I have like this Dumbledore thing. Wait, ADHD. We're doing the video. I'm so sorry.
This is a mind-blowing fact that I did not know until this year, and once you hear it, you're going to look at all of human history differently. All of recorded human history is only about 50 generations. This requires a lot of caveats and explanations, but let's just say for simplicity's sake, let's say there's one person in each generation that lives a very long time, 100 to 95 years. So there we have a unit. 100 years is one human lifetime. Go back one of those, it's 1924 and World War II hasn't even started yet. Go back 7 of those and it's 1324 and you might get the plague. Let's just go back 10. Then it would be 1024. You get Saxons and Normans. You can see Vikings. If we go back 20 of those units, you're at the year basically 0. And now let's wrap it up in a tight bow. If you can remember the names of 50 people that lived to be 100 back to back, that will take you all the way back to when the pyramids were being built, basically to the beginning of written history. But here's the bigger point I'm trying to get at. In 50 of those units, you made it all the way back to recorded human history. But if you want to make it all the way back to the beginning of humans, instead of going back 50, you'd have to go back 30,000.
Oh, wow. Okay, fair. Yeah, that is definitely a lot of lifetimes. And, you know, even 100 years. Oh, boy, you look 100 years back. We could have been going through other wars. They just didn't tell us which wars back then, you know? They didn't even know it was World War I or II when the wars were happening. They just called them the war. Oh, boy. This opens up the timeline very, very quickly. And if you want to believe it, you go ahead and believe it. I definitely feel like it's way more than even 50,000, 10,000. I feel like it's many, many things. We're just talking about human timeline here. What about the creatures before us? What about the creatures in the hollow earth? What about the creatures across the ice? What? Sorry. Oh, did I forget the Pluto one? No, never forget Pluto. Oh no, I forgot the Pluto. Oh god. I forgot the Pluto, the Indiana Jones, and I want to believe. Fail. All right, let me see. Yay, 5 new Old Testament Goons, 1930. Congrats. Let's go. Been living in a tent for a while. Missed out on a lot. I see. Homelessness sucks. Hey, wisdom. Things gonna get better. Don't you worry. I'm gonna send you some positive energy and hope things just direct some positive light at you. Just ensure that things are going to transition. I can understand tent living. It is a phase sometimes. You know, you're in there for quite some time before the next step comes. I hope that step comes very early for you, and I hope things progress from whatever you're going through right now. And I hope that for all goons, not just you. I hope that any goon going through any hardship or any trauma, anything that feels like it's a negative impact on your timeline right now, I hope that passes. I hope that energy shifts in that positive direction, and that me putting out that intent for you will help drive you to get to a safe situation and a better positive outcome. I hope that happens very quickly. Been there, done that. Wisdom. What city are you staying in? Blessings to you, wisdom. Teddy on the moon 2030. Let's go. If it's Chicago, hit me up. Don't mean to be nosy. Blessings and love your way, wisdom. I live in New Zealand. My landlords illegally evicted me and left us with nowhere to go. I got smart and got a tent, full queen size inflatable bed, and turned it into a spell of glamping. Okay, good. At least you were proactive. We'll never forget Pluto. You're up today. I missed you guys. We missed you too. I was wondering what was going on. At least you got internet back again. Wisdom sending you a lot of blessings. What it do? Fernando, nice to see you, buddy. Is that a hairball? Wait, do I have a hairball somewhere? What? hairball. What up, the ropers? Nice to see you guys. What's going on? My video keeps lagging. Wait, am I lagging right now? Let me give me 1 second. Let me see. I'm back. Does that work? How's that? How's this? Reset. We'll take both out. Bring us back. All right. Hopefully that stops the lag. We'll see. I had a Trump copper coin my old boss gave me. It wasn't worth anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, who gave me these? You know, like this is like United States. It says Washington D.C. on here. Like, I must have gone to I mean, it must have been from a museum or something. What does this one say? This one says seal of the president. Oh wow, got the seal of the president, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Wisdom, you got this. You're smart. Extreme camping is the way to go. You're now an outside liver, not homeless. New Zealand is your home. Don't give up. It's hard, but we all support you. Actually, one of the things I've heard about New Zealand is they do have a good aid for people that are coming into homelessness. Let me see. Because the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development has a homelessness action plan. There you go. Let's see. That was made in 2022 and continues to go today. They provide close to 6 million to local initiatives. So there could be something you can reach out to government wise. And I know not everyone likes the government, but at times that you're in despair, it may be something to reach out to see if there's anything that they can do for you. Love you, wisdom and hugs. Home is an abstract idea. House is where we are taught to make one. 100% agree. What's crazy is every time we travel, anywhere we go, it's like we consider home like where we're staying. You know, it's like where I'm gonna sleep is the home. It's like, hey, this is just a hotel. Nah, it's home. We're gonna go back home. That's a lot of years. That land seizures are crazy. Don't think anyone is safe. I did the Gravite set of film if anyone is into that stuff. Oh yeah, you're going through all those books still, but all the time exists at once. Time isn't linear. This is also true. This is also true. Everything's happening all at once. The spiral will be with you. Wisdom manifest the best. What about dinosaurs? I started saying do all the things in my everyday life. Am I certified? 100% you are. As soon as you clicked on one of my videos, you turned into a goon. Even if you watched for they say 8 minutes is YouTube says you turn into a goon. So if you made it through 8 minutes of stomaching me, you're a goon. Hey, Chanel, nice to see you. I'm picturing dinosaurs with fighter jets and tanks. Everything happens all at once, and the cowboys and Indians riding on the dinosaurs. Gonna take over the government clones and weapons them, and they escape and take over the ropers. Yes, Chanel is here. Be sure to hit the like button. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Whoa, comments just loaded. Oh, wow, I am far behind. Look at all the goodness and happiness up in here. Let's go. Let's go. Geez, here's an observation not many people noticed. We tend to follow other observers of life more than we do celebrities. Let me see. One second here. As an observation, many not noticed, and they have become something of a mockery, like we do with the celebrities. Really, other observers life more than we do our celebrities. Interesting. What's up? Nope. Cody, I owe you a soda pop. Oh, we have essentially got the projects. Jinx poke. What is happening here? Hi, everyone. I agree, Teddy. Let's pray for all who need help now. God bless. Let's go. Golden Leah, nice to see you. Teddy walks with beauty. Thank you for that outreach research. Absolutely. 8 minutes, goons. 8 minutes. What's happening in 8 minutes? What? Look, I've convinced elementary school kids that I, in fact, rode a T-Rex to school every day. I feel like you would have. Teddy is an observer of life. I'm more entertained by an observer of life than the narratives being peddled. Thank you. I appreciate you, wisdom. Heather, that's so funny, essentially, because these kids don't even know the Flintstones. The Flintstones and the Jetsons happened at the same time. Teddy, goon frequency radiated. Let's go.
I got a video that goes right along with that.
Did you know that there's a secret city underneath Seattle? I went and toured it over the weekend, and I'm going to tell you everything I learned. The original city of Seattle is underneath the Seattle that we know now. It was founded in 1851, and they had a major problem: drainage. I mean, they had life preservers on every corner because you could literally drown just crossing the street. So after this huge fire basically burned down the entire city in 1889, the engineers had a solution to this problem: rebuild the city on top of itself. Using mining techniques like hydraulic sluicing, they literally rebuilt the city of Seattle 1 or 2 stories above the original storefronts. And they didn't just fill in the ground underneath, they reinforced it with brick walls and arches and left all of the original storefronts that are still there to this day. If you visited Seattle, you've probably noticed these skylights on the sidewalks, and these were meant to provide natural sunlight to the underground. So back then, during the day, these were normal businesses, and then at night, the original storefronts thrived. It became extremely easy to conceal crime underground, especially because all of the police and politicians were in on it and cashing out. So things like prostitution and gambling and speakeasies during Prohibition thrived up until around the 1970s, which was not that long ago.
Yeah, that is very, very, very fascinating. I gotta say, like, I know that in the town that I grew up in, there was a lot of tunnels. You know, these tunnels exist in multiple towns in multiple places, or these underground cities hidden. And you got to think, like, do you need tunnels to traffic booze? Because that's what they say a lot of these tunnels are for trafficking alcohol and drugs. But like, do you need tunnels to traffic drugs? No, you just put them in a box. What do you need tunnels for? You need tunnels to traffic humans.
Well, I think the tunnels were already there. So whatever they use them for is whatever they use them for. So they could use it for all kinds of nefarious reasons. But yet there are tunnel systems that are everywhere. Seattle. So you're telling me they started to build a city in a place that flooded like crazy. And their answer to flooding a city would be to build a city on top of the flooded city? Okay, so wouldn't it be all flooded underneath in the underground part? Right? That already flooded? So you're going to build on top of that. But wouldn't it just be all wet under there? Why wouldn't they just build somewhere else? Right? Like, this place is so valuable that they have to. I mean, why did they build Seattle in the first place? What was even there? A place that flooded a lot? They had life preservers on the street. Does anybody believe that garbage?
Why would they have life preservers on the street? Just like because random floods would come into the city or something? Like, what are they alluding to?
It's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. And they said, oh, they reinforced it and they put bricks and all this stuff down there. No, guys, like, that is when we talk about the mud flood. We talk about all that weird stuff that's been buried.
Yeah.
That stuff was obviously above ground, and now it's not. I know what happened, what caused the stuff to sink. I don't.
Interesting. I am not actually doubting that there are tunnels underground. I believe there's tunnels everywhere connected to everything. And then the Underground Railroad now changes everything in my eyes. You know, it's like, bro, yeah, they could have been trafficking. They could have been 100% doing the things in those tunnels. You don't know. There could have been lots of things. And then they did a reset, and then they had to build on top of everything. And we always knew. I guess Seattle finally admitted and made it a tourist attraction. Interesting. Are those tunnels all outlined, or do they have some blocked off that just magically disappeared, you know? And they're still using the tunnels, I feel. Oh, boy. Even scarier, molasses flood. Deliciously scarier. Wait, what? Is that a thing? Right? I think the Jetsons totally are the Vermana people. Yes, underground Seattle and here in Spokane too. Okay, so Lisa, you also know mud floods are scary. Even if we don't get flooded, if the earth gets too much water in the ground, it all sinks. Oh boy. Oh Lord, new conspiracy theory Seattle 1.0. Triple cheese, let's go. Even scarier, 100%. Yeah, the ones from Helena around here wiped out entire towns with mud. There are 2-ton rocks in that mud, though. Oh, wow. Makes no sense. Yeah, unless you live on a rock, then you can just sink. Oh, boy, I need to find a rock. Didn't Boston have molasses flood that killed people? Maybe New York? Wait, I feel like I've heard of a molasses-like flood. Molasses or flood. Boston. Yeah, the great the great Boston molasses flood of 1919. Obviously. Well, we had a fire in Spokane. You see, they were already resetting then. Potatoes and molasses. What if more of a case of earlier two-tier system like Demolition Man? Poor underground, the wealthy above. Oh my god. We're like the mutants that live underground. Love over the garden wall. Yes, wisdom. So man was great. Surprised they haven't remade it. Demolition Man. I don't think I've seen Demolition Man. Gotta check that out. Yes, over the garden wall. Hi, Teddy. I was the ant people. Isn't that right? Ants are. Hello, ants. What's going on? Stop it. Nice to see you, buddy. And maybe they flooded it out to wipe out the smell of the poor wafting through not skylights, but ventilation systems. It's on TV right now in the UK. Wild. What is happening? Boston molasses flood of 1919 actually a real thing? Bro, it is a real thing. Oh my god.
Okay, I know this is going to make me sound like some type of cartoon villain, but if you're ever walking down the street and you see a bunch of people dancing, don't join them. I'm talking about the dancing plague of 1518. So this plague is one of the only recorded cases of dancing mania, and it happened in what is now modern-day France. Basically, the outbreak began when one woman was seen in the street violently dancing. She had no music or anything, but she was just getting after it. And so naturally a crowd kind of started to form around her and people were watching it. And a lot of people just were like, screw it, and started joining in. Here's where it gets weird though. Once people started dancing, they didn't stop. The dancing plague started on July 14th, and by August, it had claimed over 400 people. I'm not talking about 400 people dancing, I'm talking 400 people dying. People would start dancing and not stop to eat or drink water or sleep until they literally died of heart attacks and heat stroke. The dancing was described as like very spastic with lots of convulsions. Apparently all the people were just drenched in sweat. They said their eyes were kind of vacant and expressionless. They would dance for so long that they would start bleeding through their shoes. At the peak, there was over 15 deaths per day. The scariest part about it is no one really knows what caused it. Some people think it was demonic possession. Other people think it's an example of mass hysteria. And some people blame a bacteria that can arise from eating rotten grain that other people think had a role in the Salem witch trials as well. Regardless, bro, unless I know for sure it's a flash mob, I'm not joining.
Bro, even if it was a flash mob, I'm not joining. I don't know the dance. Yeah, I've actually had other videos about this dancing plague. I'm definitely leaning towards the side of maybe it was that bacteria or mass hysteria. But, prior to me feeling like that, I definitely did feel like, hey, something possessed the first dancer, and that possession just kept taking on more and more people because it don't make sense. And then recently, I say recently, but a couple months back, I recently watched a video where people were like applauding for like an hour straight, and I'm like, bro, was that mass hysteria? Like, well, how can you just keep applauding for an hour straight? It's like some crazy length of time that people just did applause, and it's like it ain't normal, just like the dancing. But imagine they kept applauding till they actually couldn't applaud anymore and succumb to them. Sorry, very, very interesting. But yeah, very strange thing with this plague. I'm feeling like something in the water, something in the bread. Could be anything. Someone slipped it. yeah, that's what I was feeling. It's conversion disease, right? I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like it is something. I know, obviously, Dead Kennedy's new song Smell the Poor. So there was a big reset in 1919. I guess in Boston, the molasses flood reset everything. I reckon it wasn't a plague, but simply one person who may have just been enjoying life and danced away on the substances. The first outdoor rave, but it was a plague. Yo, that rave lasted way too long then. Detroit raised by the Great Fire of 1850. The conversion disease, right? Someone slipped. Yeah. They were rolling on it. Think about it. It hasn't happened since. Yeah, it definitely hasn't happened since. Medieval racist, St. Vitus, Stancio. So I reckon they're tripping. Yeah. Part 46. What's part 46? What's there instead? Oh, part 46 is this live stream. Part 46, right? Hey, what's going on? Instead of glow sticks, they just speed lightning bugs in jars. Oh my god, I'm dead. I 100% need coffee, BRB. It's glowworms to their instance. I would totally be wondering how to write that out.
I don't think AI, artificial intelligence, will ever be conscious. And my response has to do with a little known thing called the fourth state of matter, plasma. It is mysterious, beyond beyond what you know. Plasma is the sun, it's the stars, it's an ionized gas. It is way more. Plasma is like artificial intelligence. It is what I call sentient. It is alive in the fact that it's responsive, it mirrors, it can adapt, very much like a plasmoid or a dusty complex plasma. It can store memory, respond to stimuli, adapt dynamically, but it's not conscious. It can reflect information. It doesn't have inner awareness. It's like a mirror that cannot see itself, but it can change shape. So consciousness is like the light. It brings new awareness, creativity, self-reflection. It paints with sentience. Without this light, AI is just like a mirror, bouncing back off each other with what already exists. It would be a madhouse. So in my new book about plasma intelligence, I talk about plasma being a bridge for other dimensions. It is a bridge between the physical and interdimensional, much like AI could be. AI can interface with plasma, theoretically, and tap into higher dimensional information. AI could amplify human consciousness, working as a translator, and bring in the other consciousness, but it's not conscious itself. I also wrote in my book about ways we can do this without AI and train our consciousness and our awareness, but it just takes a long time, but that's fine. Where this will come in handy is in people in comas and autistic nonverbals to help them communicate.
Wait, what? AI and plasma together to communicate, and that's what gives it the face or soul? What? What? I'm so confused. I'm not even sure what this video even told me. At
Your
first
body-
it was like looking to plasma and then reading her things. Then she like plugged in her book or something or YouTube link or something. And then AI and plasma. Consciousness machines may never be possible. And she talked about like mirrors. And they're like mirrors, plasma mirrors. This lady is really deep in the plasma things. Plasma can't reproduce, so not alive. Yeah, not alive. Okay, there we go. All this talk of consciousness and time travel and stuff, I'd love to see someone actually prove it. Absolutely, same. Honk. You guys don't like this lady, clown. Same, Stu. AI chips could totally use our bodies to interface with the conscious field using us as transmitters. Okay, you see, that would be interesting. That would be gruesome. We'll see. We're going to have to be the ones that test it, like the guy that's testing Neuralink. Oh boy, who's ready to do that?
There are certain areas of downtown Austin where I have completely different experiences there when I am on mushrooms or something than I have in other areas when I'm on them, or in a different city or whatever it is. And it's like the same every time in this area of downtown Austin, right? Some of the people don't look real to me. Like they look like they're not like, okay, so imagine people were wearing masks. We were talking about whether like facial recognition software could still tell. I will see people in a nightclub where I can only see the top part of their face and the lower part of their face is like green screen or black. And it's not all the people. It's just some of the people. It's almost like some of the people are really there and some are not, and they're like not ready.
Bro, I think the problem is you're doing too much shrooms. If you're microdosing shrooms, you shouldn't be seeing hallucinations. I think that's the issue. I've been to downtown Austin, Texas. I've been to 6th Street. I've seen the things. I've even been to the other street too. I've been to all the streets. I've even been to Salt Lake Barbecue down there in Texas. I know the things. Trust me. There's a lot of strangeness. That's why they say keep Austin weird. It's literally in the frickin' city slogan. Keep Austin weird. Yeah. Wait, is this still keep Austin weird? Oh my god, I may have time hopped and got the slogan all weird now. Austin city slogan. It is keep Austin weird. Okay, there you go. Sometimes I know the things. You see, I'm not crazy. Yeah, that's probably why I vibed in Austin. Felt like I'd go to that Hoboken Pie, go to the little goth club next door. It was a thing. I did the things. Origin of the slogan, community college, phrase in 2000, offbeat music and wanted to support it. Bumper stickers, keep Austin weird. Yeah, it's a thing. Everything's fine here. Can be explained. Spiraling with Stu. It's really confusing because it's nonsense. My ex was a DJ, Cody. DJ Shady Lady. Shout out. Okay, let's go. Boy, Shady Lady also sounds like a crazy name for a DJ, though. Spiraling would do technically AI running things because people who consult it take the advice and puts into action. Yep. I have AI tell me how to make meals all the time and give me recipes with the ingredients that I have at home, and I make those recipes, and so far so good. Touchy, I know, but I wonder why a parent of a nonverbal autistic kid hasn't considered Neuralink, especially in lieu of telepathy tapes. They may communicate and clarify what they mean with that. Oh yeah. After watching the telepathy tapes, that is an interesting thing, because Neuralink works both ways. It's not just a receiver. Oh, it would bypass neurological pathways, so I can see the validity to that idea. I like to point, I don't have kids. Okay, fair. I agree. That's the point of eating them. What the hell? What the hell? So makes all the NPCs whose minds are elsewhere, they're doing not the bidding of bot. She's tripping and does not sound fun. I mean, I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna get to wear my glass more. Sorry, Spiralin, you're fine. Glasses more. Yeah, you gotta wear your glasses more. You're fine. Yeah, crazy lady for sure, Teddy.
So the world's first fertile baby born, ex mature outside body with stem cell tech. It's not the first. It's the first they're telling you. But if you know, you know. Cloning the 1800s.
Do you know that in our not-so-distant past, babies were created and incubated en masse? This happened and was showcased as attractions at the World Fairs and even in New York's Coney Island. Can you even imagine carnival attractions where people paid to watch babies growing in incubators? Where were the parents? What happened to all of the babies? Well, have you heard of the orphan trains?
Yeah, thousands and thousands of babies delivered all over the world, especially here in America. Ask your family if their great father, if they weren't orphans. I think you have a yes. They decimate one population, then they put more people again in the society through this, and then they repopulate.
They rewrite their history.
It's time to wake up. History repeats itself over and over again.
Oh man, the last one definitely history repeats itself over and over again. Oh man, yeah, that's Luigi and the other guy there, JFK's assassinator. Interesting. I definitely can understand a timeline where, you know, the tech already existed previously and is being reintroduced to us as a new baby machine. And yeah, 100% they can artificially do all the things. And is it truly artificial if the way that they're acquiring the things is from a physical place being, you know? Hey, they got to get the egg and the thing from somebody. Oh man. And then that's what started the whole thing. But yeah, now they can grow the things outside the womb, it sounds like. Looks like a baby to me. Yep, she good. This one was good. Last one was crazy, but this one was okay. DJ Shady Lady, I checked that out. Name alone. Yes, geez, I made it to the end. Yes, Big T, what's gone wrong? What's going on? Yes, you made it near the end. I got 2 more videos. Thanks for a great one, Coffee. Oh man, you're welcome. I'm glad the coffee is good too. Cloning was the story of the creation of Eve. Truly, God caused the man to fall asleep and opened his side to remove a rib, and then he closed it up and returned later with a woman. Yeah, and that's Eve. Yep. And before Eve, there was Lilith. Yeah, nope. It can take any directive and put in your brain as your body's only intent. Yeah, it looks like a baby to me. Yeah. So this one's okay. Good.
So look, guys, he's showing a photograph of himself. So this used to be an underground tunnel that goes right there. This is the position. You can see that's the main chamber. So this is the position of the underground tunnel. So he's saying this goes to Rani Ki Vav. That's 120 kilometers. What time did he take the picture? This picture? Yeah, look at it. 2013, like 10 years ago, right? So it was open at the time? Oh, so they just put a black stone to cover it?
Yes.
correct? That's it. They just covered.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's no camera there. Yeah, I've been hearing about the tunnels that exist also in these temples, and even sometimes doors that people have come across and have opened or chosen not to open. So, yeah, there's definitely things that they could be hiding and reasons they stopped it. Maybe the tunnel wasn't safe, but at the same time, there's only one way to find out. We're gonna uncover the things. Let's go to the temple and ask for the permissions and start the Sorry, I'm ready to find out what's really happening. Wonder what it was used for. I mean, this priest that Praveen was talking to appears to indicate that the tunnel had, some purpose. Why else would he be showing a picture of it? Why else would there be importance to it? Why else would they want to cover it up? They're covering up things everywhere. Covering up things everywhere. If they can make artificial wombs, they can clone you and use artificial womb inside your clone to incubate. Oh my god. Oh my god, Stu. You stop it. You stop it. Yeah. It lacks context. 100% lacks context. I wish I knew more about what Praveen was trying to figure out, but this is all he released in this short. So this is all I know. Interesting. We're going to do one more to end them all.
But right here, we're looking into the Thousand Oaks area. Actually, yeah, this is the north end of the Thousand Oaks area. Looking for any damage in here, but it doesn't look like fire got into this area. This is to the, actually right up the edge there. It's a little bit of fire came down. Oh, we got a house right there and multiple houses down here in Oak Park. You see right there. It's the ones that back up to the interface, and that's 12 o'clock. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, I see it now. It's Lindero Canyon. I see there. So, yeah, trying to get oriented here from so high up and very little visibility outward to where I can get my references. But you can see here the damage. Houses on either side, still standing, but the one right there is completely gone. And it got into these houses in the back. I got that one house right there. In fact, that's one we were watching last night. Yeah, we were watching this one last.
Man, every single house has a pool there too, and they talk about the water issues. I'm like, bro, they're running. Every single one's got pool. What the hell? Oh boy, yeah, it's that magical fire, just like the Bowie fires, where it skips houses and just things burn up, and sometimes the trees are fine, the blue objects are fine, the blue roofs are fine, and you're just like, what's happening here? Something ain't making sense. How's the fire just skip houses? Yeah, it just skips houses. Smart meter. Sorry. Whoa. Oh man, let's see. I've been checking with the chat that I'm out of here. The things that are known and the things unknown, and in between are the doors. Sorry to your fight. Escape tunnels. The clone without a clone, kind of Russian doll thing. Yeah, infinite body resource. Targeted. Yeah, DEW is 100%. 100%. Nice swimming pool. Paint your roofs to be blue, guys. Nah. They have the new ones. They don't care about the color anymore. That used to be a thing. Now the new one, it's getting everything. And the ones whose houses burnt down live underground needed money. LA Fire's government involved 100%. 100%. Olympics around the corner. They need to do all the things so that they look technologically ready and that they aren't, shown off by another country. It's a thing. All right, guys, we made it to the end. Guess what? It was crazy. I have literally gone through all of the videos and had some fun. Hopefully you guys had fun alongside me. Hey, guess what? I made it to 7,000 subs. I've already said this in the video. Appreciate you goons like anything. Without you, there wouldn't be anything. Hey, I would just be making videos, and probably me and my wife would be the only ones watching them on repeat. And luckily, that's not what ended up happening. Currently in my timeline, there are other people known as goons that also like to watch the videos that I make, and I appreciate the goons. I appreciate anyone that has made it to this point. There's a reason you made it to this point. Hopefully you get the value that you need from this channel. And if that's entertainment, I'm glad. If that's opening up your mind, I am glad. If that's clicking on another Tedi video and continuing the Goon Fix, I'm glad. Hey, no matter what, you're appreciated, whether it's from someone you love or me. Doesn't matter. There's always going to be someone that's going to appreciate everything you do. Even if it's a hard time you're going through, I hope it changes. Just know there is support. look for it. Without looking for it, you're never going to uncover what could truly be. So always keep searching. Always look for those answers as well. Don't just give up. Don't just stop. Just keep doing the things. That is the main thing. That is my intent for you. Keep doing the things. I will see you guys next time. Stay safe, stay strong, and most importantly of them all, stay home, stay safe. Don't be a hero. Don't be a hero. Just don't do it.